She was just there for the season.
Yeah. There you go.
Krew Season Podcast. We're back again. It's episode 142, I think.
142.
See, boy, you
Bienvenidos.
you have a whole Spanish.
Onomatopoeia.
Right. Kenny T is in the building. OT is in the building.
Good.
Y'all know Smooth is in the building. What's crack?
Detroit AC, this is another episode of the Krew Season Podcast, man. The full gang is in the building.
Back.
Highly requested, highly demanded. We here, man. Y'all boys decent?
Excellent. 40 piece excellent. You understand me? I got 40 reasons. I got 40 reasons.
You gave 40 the other night?
Huh?
Nah,
They
No, they won by 40. 85, 125. Brian just had like a light, like 22, something like that. It was just light.
Been real like this series, but
It's
that's
all
another
right.
conversation for
That's
another
when
day.
you have a team, you ain't got to do all the work, baby.
I'm just saying.
Why score 40? You can blow niggas out, you ain't got to score 20 and shit. I do that all day. Everybody eats, B.
Everybody eat.
Everybody.
All right, so are you on record? You saying the Lakers win it all? Is that
They win it all, baby. They win it all. They scary. Oh!
Okay.
It's scary. Milwaukee, gone.
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 Jimmy Buckets.
Gone.
Jimmy, this right arm don't get no tattoos because it's for getting buckets. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Buckets.
Bronner, he'll take over when he needs to. But right now, I think he's focused on getting the whole team just acclimated, getting them super comfortable, letting them know that, hey, I trust you. Take the shot. And they doing it.
Okay. That remains to be seen. But we ain't gonna stay on that.
They said they love the sports. They love the sports.
Lakers is looking decent. I gotta give them credit for it. You know what I'm saying? I still stand on what I said about AD not staying healthy. So I'm counting the games. I figure about 3.
Chill out.
And he gonna be out
Chill out,
about
chill
3-4 weeks, and then we're gonna see what they really made of, man.
You need to worry about that team that's in the Bay.
Hey, they about to get the dub.
We hope.
They about to get the dub. Steph going for 4. I called it. Mark my words. So when it happens, I need y'all to come get my credit after it happens.
They play Sunday. So
Clay dropping 42.
No, he's not.
Clay dropping 42.
What happened in
on
Game
A's.
6, Clay?
He still hurt.
He was
still-
hooping.
He's still.
still
Oh,
He was hooping.
okay.
Game 5, he was hooping. Game 6, he was hooping. Just Andrew Wiggins ain't performed. Jordan Poole out
Jordan
there
fucking Poole ain't performing.
getting 8 turnovers. Come on, dog.
The
Get
whole
8
series
turnovers
he ain't
your own
performed,
self.
no?
How much money he making a year?
Something crazy.
What is it, 30-something million or something?
You count pockets.
I mean, when you got one,
When you
Nah,
get
ain't
paid
got
like
no
Count
that,
pockets.
when you get paid like that, hey, I'm counting pockets against buckets.
Damn.
you can't. You throw the whole rhythm off when you getting 6 turnovers. Y'all go on a shooting spree, and then all of a sudden he come in here and go crazy, uncontrolled. Just
Always uncontrolled.
give the ball to the people that scoring.
That's when the coach supposed to call timeout.
Give the ball to people. Hey, I blame Steve Kerr too. He should have been that Jordan Poole out, put Kaminga in. But
Get the ball to the real hoopers, man.
put some size out there. He can't guard nobody.
Who?
30. That's who.
He on the bench. He tired. He need a break.
Nah, you don't need no ball.
Kerr,
He need a little
Kerr did
relief.
that to
You
him.
don't really relief.
We all know he the most conditioned athlete in the game.
He had 32
Who's more
and sat
conditioned
for the
than
rest of the fourth quarter.
Don't say Braun. Please don't say that, bro. This nigga's insane,
His
bro.
face. He dead serious.
Braun is not more
The only
conditioned.
nigga in the league that spend $2 million on his body, you think he
Bro,
not
but-
well conditioned?
That don't
He not more
mean
conditioned than
He
Steph.
not more conditioned, bro.
He don't run around as much as stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And he
that's
don't
real.
play on both ends either.
Yeah, you do.
But that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah, you do.
And he
Nah,
don't
he don't.
demand
You see
two
the blocks?
defenders.
You didn't see the blocks?
Chase down
You
blocks.
right.
don't count.
You right. He don't demand 2 defenders. He demand 3.
Man, I ain't never seen anybody put three men on LeBron.
All right.
Pause.
Hey,
I ain't never seen that. Watch Steph get the ball. It's 3 people guarding him.
at half court. But that's another conversation
half
for another
court.
day. Who knows, man? We gonna get off sports, man.
We'll start a sports segment, goddamn me.
We got to, man. The streets need it, man. I thought it was gonna run y'all away, but when the part was like, no, we actually like the sports talk.
Yeah, just a little bit, not
Just
too
a little
much.
bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, not too much.
All right, man. Let's get into some relationship fodder. There was a clip that was sent to us, man. They said that there's an attack. This is a Christian couple speaking. It's an attack on men today. In terms of their placement in society, how they should be acting, things of this nature. I'm going to play this clip, man, and see if y'all agree with what the young man had to say.
Woman needs to know about a man is that he doesn't need another mother or a boss. And all the man said, be careful, brother. You said that a little too loud. He needs a helper. He needs an encourager. He needs a cheerleader, but he don't need another mama.
Come on.
And this is a huge temptation, especially when you have kids. I'm telling you the truth. Man, she'll get in there telling them kids, y'all do this, you pick up this, you put this up, you put this in the refrigerator. Then she come talking to me like she was talking to them. I'm like, hold on.
He's real quick to say something
Well,
too.
it's
like,
just like I want to do it. I just need you to come at it a certain way. I just need you to like.
I'm sorry, baby. You know, whatever. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I like
I'll be
that
shooting
about
you
you.
a lot
I
of
like
looks
for
and
my
you have
man
no
to be a
clue.
man.
You don't need no soft man.
Yeah, we couldn't even be together if you.
She would run all over me.
Oh my gosh, I would boss you
Just run
left
all
and
over
right.
me. I don't know. I just feel like men need to man up. I'm not talking about man like you want to beat somebody up, and I'm talking about man up. Be a man of prayer. Be a man of your word.
Yes,
be a man of
sir.
integrity. Be a man of character. Be a man that can be trusted. Be a man that ain't walking around and got to look at every woman. Come on, be a man.
Maybe the most attractive thing, honorable thing that I
Tell me.
see you do is like to wake up in the morning and go out on a walk because you're praying and being alone with God.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
I can do that more.
Thank you,
I can
Lord.
pray in
He's out
tongues.
there.
What you need? I can make sure you hear me. To worship you, I live. What every woman needs to know about a man is that he doesn't need another mother or a boss.
What I find the most attractive about a man is when he goes on long walks to get a little closer to God.
Most men ain't got that type of time.
You ain't got time for
You don't know
Lord,
that.
man.
You don't know that?
Most men ain't got that type of time, dog. We
disagree.
talking from a perspective to where our
disagree.
life is comfortable. Our life is comfortable. But if we was living on our knees, we ain't got time to take them long walks and walk and talk with God. God, I'm talking to you on the job. I'm talking to you while I'm on my knees. I'm talking to you while the man got his foot on my neck. Save me. You understand me? I ain't got time to be goddamn walking out here on at 6 a.m. just plush morning, looking at the birds and the bees talking to you for a whole hour. Come on, bro. That's not reality of most people living, bro.
He's multitasking.
Just so I'm clear, you're saying you're too busy for the Lord.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
These are the views of Smooth and Smooth.
No, I'm
only.
just, bro. I'm
Put
just,
it out
man.
there.
I'm not too busy for the Lord. I'm not too busy for who I pray to. But reality of it, before my life was like it was, yes, I was too busy to be praying. I was too busy for that. I'm trying to put this shit together. I'm living on my knees. That water off, them lights off. You know what I'm saying? The babies need shoes.
Wife needs
You know
clothes.
what I'm saying? That's just real. So yeah, like most people are not in that situation, man. That's the ideal situation you want to go to, but the reality of it, that's not everybody's reality. You know what I'm saying? Mostly everybody for real, got somebody foot on their neck. I know I said it funny and fucked up, but real, they got somebody foot on their neck and they living at the bottom. So they praying while they doing shit, which ain't bad. You just, you know what I'm saying? You putting your work in and hopefully you doing the right thing in the right direction to get you where you got to go. You know what I'm saying?
So you're not saying nothing wrong with it. You just that method.
Yeah, that method.
That particular.
You saying that from a plush standing. You get what I'm saying? You're not saying that from you coming from nothing and getting to that. Because most of us with this skin is coming from nothing to get to that type of standing. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so but that was a small part of what he said. Let's get to the bigger picture. Men need to be men out here.
Of course.
Men need to stop looking at all these other women. Men need to stop exercising, sowing their oats and things of that nature, and focus up, get closer to the Lord, start thinking about family, start thinking about legacy, start moving a little bit of discipline and intention and things of this nature. And a lot of men in this era are not doing that. What do y'all feel like is the reasoning for that?
When we say the Lord, when they want to bring the Lord in it, from my understanding, for me,
Okay, you see how you brought it back?
for me knowing,
That's how you brought it back.
I'm just saying, for me knowing the book, all the kings in the book had multiple wives.
We talking about moving as a man.
Yeah, and they was moving as men. They was kings, wasn't they? They had to move as men.
But the difference is, just like you said, they have wives, and those women were taken care of. These men out here not trying to get married, and they're not trying to take care of women. They're just trying to smash them and keep it pushing. Those are two totally different dynamics.
We gonna push it from there. Okay, cool. You right. You was right. But now what he was saying, yeah, I agree with it though. I agree with the message of, you know what I'm saying, men need to be men, lead, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And know how to calm your girl down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What?
it's a certain way you talk to children, it's a certain way you handle your man. There's two totally different ways of speaking and ways of moving. Your man doesn't need lessons from you. He needs guidance. Kids need lessons and guidance. It's two totally different mindsets.
But why do you feel like men aren't being men in this era? They kind of just moving based on what's convenient. Like, why do you feel like that is? Because it seems like just listening to older men talk, they talk with such a sense of purpose. They talk with such pride when it comes to their family and their family name and stuff like that. You know, it was a bunch of pride involved in it. But now, not so much. You know, a lot of men, when they talk about prideful things, like they'll reference their children, or they'll reference their money, or their job, or their car, whatever the case may be. But family itself is not as prioritized. It's not as, you know, held up on a pedestal as it used to be. And what do you feel like is the difference between now and then?
Culture. Everything about our culture, man. About our black cultures. Get your own shit. Watch out for everybody when you get your own shit, because everybody becomes snakes. That's our culture. You know what I'm saying? And as long as we living in that, it's going to always be divided. And I seen a post earlier today, and it was calculated. It was disrespectful, but it was the truth. They said it was something along the lines of, like, everybody else woman respects their man and as the man, as, you know what I'm saying? But for the black man, he has no respect. If you ain't got no money, then you, in a sense, it's hard for you to earn your woman's respect. But every other race, off the rip, just them being white or Indian or whatever the hell they is, you know what I'm saying? They culture-wise, they respect it. You know what I'm saying? And that, in my opinion, that was powerful, because that's true.
Who fault you feel like that is?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because
Blame, I can't place the blame nowhere, because it's a collective. It's all of us.
Yeah, I mean, and the reason I ask is because at one point, the African American culture was the most married, was the most together of all cultures. And it was, you know, it's a situation where it's like, you know, people bond through trauma and things of that nature. We was always going against something. We was always fighting to try to overcome circumstances and things of that nature. So that caused us to kind of stick together, clean together. You know what I'm saying? And now that's not the case. Now everybody out for themselves. Everybody out here, I'm just trying to smash. If I get you pregnant, damn, my bad. I don't want the kid. Or you gonna keep it all right, I'm out. I ain't don't want nothing to do with that. That type of situation. There is no sense of pride. There's no sense of family, heritage, things of that nature. So, you know, whose fault is that? Because women don't have as much trust in our leadership. But based on what they've been through, they shouldn't. We're going to be honest. Because name another one of those cultures to where they men were absent in the home as wide of a clip as ours was.
But you got to also, if we're going to name it like that, you got to also realize, name a government that has attacked that culture in a way to make them behind the ball. It's never happened to no other color or race of people on this planet to be marginalized outside of us. Look at everything. If Hispanics wanted to go, all of them leave to go to Mexico right now, they will never be marginalized there, because they all look alike. Same thing, you go to India, all them Indian people, they all look alike. They don't marginalize each other. Now they do beef by class, but once you done cross the class barrier, it's a different game. But here, I disagree with that.
They beef on skin tone too.
Yeah, but here, that's minor shit. That a select group of people here, I give a fuck how rich you become as a black person. you still a nigga in that Bentley.
True, but when we say there is no other culture that's been marginalized as much as us, I gotta disagree with that. I mean, look at the Jewish in Germany. Literally, because of their beliefs and things of that nature, they were killed, literally, and Holocaust and things of that nature. So nobody was able to elevate, nobody was able to get no jobs. They was literally running from the country and hiding because this government was trying to exterminate them. It wasn't even even with us, like they try to finesse us a little bit. They try to, okay, we're gonna want y'all to work and in the fields and things of that nature. And then once we have no use for y'all, then we can get y'all up out the way. But with them, it was like if spot them, kill them.
But you know what's different with them? If they chose to leave their country and go to Russia or here or wherever else they got white skin at, you can blend in. We can't do that. The only place we can blend in at, well, skin tone wise, is Africa. But we would have to learn to speak their language. That's a very...
But they would have to learn to speak another cultural language too.
Most people around the planet speak English, dog.
Yeah, but Jewish people from Germany didn't speak no English, man. They spoke German. So there are changes. The same way you saying, okay, leave the country, go somewhere else. We can leave the country and go somewhere else too.
I respect it, but I'm saying how it really is, bro. Like, nah, it don't. No other country or no other culture of people has been attacked like us. You get what I'm saying? Like it was a play to put drugs in our community and to take the jobs away to make us sell the drugs. That's just cause and effect.
Make is a funny
make,
word,
dog, because you got to realize when people got it. If a nigga came in here right now, snatched the government came in here, snatched everything from you, your job said, hey, you know what? We just gonna let you loose. You gonna do what you gotta do, whether that's legal, illegal. You gonna do what you gotta do to put food on your table for your wife and your daughter, man. That's just how it works. And that's what they did. They was like, look, hey, we're gonna take all that shit out the schools, all that welding shit, all that shit. We taking all that shit. We're gonna marginalize y'all on the jobs. We're gonna give y'all the bottle feeding jobs. And then we're gonna stack y'all on top of each other. That's what they did to black people. Then on top of that, we're gonna put the 3-strike rule in. We're gonna do all this here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna arrest y'all for nothing. We're gonna put y'all in jail for nothing. We're gonna do all this type of stuff, and then we're gonna put drugs in your neighborhood. That's the only way you can make money. But you're gonna make money at our clip, at our leisure, and we're gonna throw you in jail for it, and we're gonna take the drugs that you were selling, act like we put them in evidence, and put them right back on the streets. That's what they was doing for years. In the name of war. This is proven facts. They was doing that in the name of war that we had nothing to do with. But the way they can front the money was through the black community. And the reason why the shit became illegal, because during that time, people that could afford them type of drugs was only white people. And it started affecting their communities. Because you don't see the user going to jail. That's just a fact. I ain't never seen no drug dealer just walk up on, you gonna buy these drugs. I don't never see that. I don't care less what drugs they selling. The drug, how they say it in the drug game, if you a real hustler, you know what I'm saying, you a real hood nigga, the drugs gonna sell themselves. That's what they say. That's the saying. These drugs gonna sell themselves. Who you think pulling up on that? So you made laws to goddamn put black people in jail, knowing that you put us behind the ball to make us go this route. Of course, they didn't go out there, oh, yeah, y'all gonna sell these drugs. But when you do things, you take things off the table to point people in a certain direction, you know what's gonna happen. Just like you guiding your daughter. If you guiding your daughter in the right direction, odds is she gonna go in that direction. But if you guiding your daughter to be a ratchet motherfucker and all these type of things, odds is she gonna go in that direction. That's what happened.
Thing is this, man. Do you know why it was so easy to do that? Because, well, for one, make and force is things that I take issue with in regard to that. But that's a separate conversation. You know why it was so easy to do that? Because there's no unity amongst us at all. So it's very easy to drop things in the culture that could be seen as divisive or that could be seen as poisonous or whatever the case may be, and then turn them against each other because there's no unity. They tried to marginalize Asians in this country too. Didn't work. They tried to marginalize the Jewish in Germany, like I said before. And what did they do? They moved to other countries and stuck together, formed unions, formed, business ventures and things of that nature. Let's all go in together and let's lock down this corner of the city, and we're going to call this little Italy. We're going to call this little Asia. We're going to call this little China, whatever the case may be. And then we're going to build infrastructure here. We don't necessarily need the government for things. But we didn't do that. because we are so divided. We so busy beefing with each other that we can't build together, even though we are the number one spender in terms of consumer dollars in this country. We have the money. We have the resources. We don't have the unity. And that's not their fault. That's a choice. It's the same way in this space. If one podcast get too big, people start hating on it. People start shooting it down instead of linking up and collabing and, hey, we can all eat. There's room for all us to eat. Let's link. Let's work together. We don't work together. We get up a little bit and we start shitting on everybody beneath us. And if we're not shitting on them directly, we looking down on them. Those cultures don't do that. Those cultures stick together. Those cultures say, I'm up here, let me drag up 10 more people like us. And that way, I got power. Now you got power, you got power. We can slowly take over this whole thing. And again, that's why you look at all of these business Viacoms and Sonys and Warner Brothers and all that. You look at who in charge of these places. Marginalized people who decided to stick together, put their funds together, and build some shit worth having. We can do that too. We don't. I'm not blaming nobody no more for that. We can talk about systematic oppression and all that shit all we want to. But fact of the matter is, back then, we didn't have the intel. Today, we do. Right there on your phone that you're looking at right now.
But
so all the, wait. So all of this school system shit, all of this all education and all of that is fucking excuses. Because if you're on your phone 12 hours a day looking at Instagram and Twitter, don't talk to me about you being broke. Don't talk to me about you not having no opportunities. It's 1,000,001 opportunities to make money. We make 5 figures a month recording a fucking podcast. I don't want to hear about an excuse. Niggas are lazy. That's what it is. And until they stop being lazy, we're going to be in the same circumstances we are. Even with the drug shit. They put the drugs and the guns in the community. That's a fact. But we still made the option to sell them. We still made the option to use the guns and shoot each other. Instead of using the guns and say, well, damn, these niggas done blessed us with an arsenal. Now let's team up and unify, and it's us against everybody. We didn't do that. We went against each other. When those other cultures stick together, despite the fact that they come from similar transgressions in circumstances, or worse, depending on which culture we're talking about. So if a culture done been through worse, and they was able to stick together and come up and attain a lot of fucking power, which they do have, in this country, we've admitted to it. And most people who speak out about it, they call them anti-Semitic and all that. But they've managed to unify and stick together and dominate everything that we see value in. Despite the fact that we spending the most consumer dollars on these very things, I don't want to hear about a fucking excuse. There is none.
And you're right, in a way. You're right.
All the way.
But it's too late. It's too late for us to even catch up. Let's say 20 years from now, motherfuckers come together and say, hey, I want to be Amazon. I want to be Viacom. We want to be those type of people. First off, for us black people, we are so conditioned to just do it ourselves, right? And then on top of that, we're so conditioned to where when motherfuckers start really doing it together and they start seeing any type of profit, motherfuckers just feel like, goddamn, oh, I'm owed this, I'm owed that, instead of just keep working for the team. That right there. Then on top of that, now, with all this shit that didn't happen to the black community over these years, 100 years, we'll never be in them positions to eat. You're right. We got the information to go do that. We got the information to be a Chase Bank. We got all that type of information to go be a Amazon, to be a Tesla, to be all that. But to actually become it is a different thing. Yeah, we have the information, but the unity and the trust will never be there in us. Never. That's too late. That died before we was even born.
But the thing is, you just canceled your own point. Even people who speak so heavily about systematic oppression. Name a motherfucker you know that experienced slavery. Name somebody you know that went through all these hardships that people talk about. We are the generation that has had every opportunity in the world to go out here and succeed. Yet we're not climbing at the pace that we should be climbing. Even those cultures I spoke about earlier, a lot of them came over here with nothing.
Because
literally
they work together.
Exactly. And the fact that we don't work together, that's a we problem. That's not a them problem.
We will never do that. That's conditioning. It's like a subconscious for us. We will never do that.
Okay, so cool. If that's the case, then when we get to pointing fingers, you point in the mirror. You don't point to nobody else. I don't want to hear about government. I don't want to hear about white folks. I don't want to hear about nothing.
But we ain't gonna act like that wasn't important. The part too. We just can't act like that. We can't act like they didn't have a hand in it. You get what I'm saying? Now, we played the biggest part by letting all this shit go on and actually doing all this shit, but I cannot sit back and say, oh, nah, they ain't had no hand in this shit. Oh, even though they put it on the tape, oh, man, it ain't their fault. Oh, nah. I can't do that because we know what came about it. We know what advantages it put on the table for the other side. That's just how it works.
Well, again, man, we're gonna have to agree to disagree on that. I don't believe in blaming people for decisions that I made. That's just how I'm cut, regardless of how bad they went, regardless of you put the opportunity right there in front of me on a fucking platinum plate. If I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. If it goes against my morals, it's not happening. But everybody don't think that way, and that's the problem. And that's why you got certain people that's elevating at a rapid pace, and you got certain people who's stagnant and the motherfucker on the same level, complaining about systematic oppression and opportunities not being there. No, it's 1,000,001 opportunities out here to get some money. 1,000,001, literally. But it's just a fact of you wanting to go out there and get the intel to make it happen, and you having the fortitude and the unity enough to be able to go out there and make it happen. The fact is, we don't, and that's our fault. That's our fault. And until we look at that mirror and accept that responsibility, we're going to forever be at the bottom on the goddamn societal ladder. That's just reality. So, yeah.
I think the conversation kind of detoured. What was the original question?
Why men not men today? So I think it was in line.
Yeah.
Men use that as an excuse. Use it as an excuse. Oh, the government helping women out. That's why I don't take care of my kids. The fuck is you talking about? The government incentivizes women to have babies. No, yeah, all that. But you still hit up raw, didn't you? That's still your decision you made to do that.
Nigga, old goddamn child support for $200 for 3 kids, and you talking about you at a loss. Nigga, the kids at a loss. You know how much it costs to take care of a kid? 1 child? You got 3 kids, 2 in Pampers.
I'm saying blaming women for being masculine, and you wasn't in the house raising the kid. So what the hell do you think she's gonna be if she's forced to be a man because you're not there? This is the shit that I can't wrap my head around, and that's why I had to remove myself from certain spaces, because it starts to frustrate me to just watch niggas make excuses for things that they created or things that they played a vital role in creating.
They created.
That's just facts.
That egg don't transform without you, baby. And all that, man, I slipped up, or you know what I'm saying? I lost count, bro.
It's just always an excuse.
Shit,
it's an excuse for you being broke. It's an excuse for women being too masculine. It's an excuse for opportunities not falling in your lap. It's an excuse for somebody else elevating and you stand stagnant. There is no fucking excuse. If you want it bad enough, you can go out here and make it happen.
Let them tell it, boy.
Niggas don't want it.
3 kids, and all of them was a mistake.
Just like it.
All your baby mamas is trash. How? After your first, I give you first one. Everybody make mistakes. I give you the mistake. But you mean to tell me your next one was trash too, and the one after that? Obviously, you have no good judgment. Obviously. So shit, I just be looking at that, dog, and you're right, man. A lot of men don't take responsibility into what they had control over. You know what I'm saying? Like for myself, I'm mad. I be mad over the shit I can't control. Like I have no power over, because everything else that I can control, I'm a wield it in my position. That's just how it's gonna work. I'm sorry, I gotta win. So if that mean I gotta goddamn make sure somebody else don't win. Hey, business is business. You know what I'm saying? We can be friends after the shit, and I can share some of it after. But shit, while it's business on the table, shit, man, I'm trying to win.
That goes all against the unity.
Nah.
That goes all against the unity.
Nah, because if you're on the team, we all winning.
But you said if I gotta win and you gotta take a loss.
Bro, we ain't gonna sit up here and act like business is somebody win and somebody lose, bro. That's in everything on this planet. That's in trading dollars. That's in trading product. That's in trading everything on this planet. Somebody got to win in the deal. Somebody got to lose in the deal. Don't mean, and it don't. I'm not saying it in a way to where, you know what I'm saying, like you taking just a substantial loss. You may have wanted 60 million units, but I only can give you 40. You know what I'm saying? You're not taking a substantial loss. We still making money. It's just you didn't get the deal that you wanted. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to weigh it in my favor. Just like when contracts are negotiated, you're trying to get what you're trying to get. That's just how it works. You're not gonna get everything, but shit, I'm trying to get as much as I put on this table. The less I could take off of it and still sign a contract. That's just the way it goes. That's not that's not fighting in unity.
That is, because if you both can come out even, both y'all make an even sacrifice or even trade to where neither one of y'all are losing out on both ends, then that's a unity. Instead, you're looking at what can I get? How much more can I get out of this? I'm not worried about how much he can get. I want to get what I can get. And that's how all this shit goes around.
That is
these contracts and stuff. It's all about, hey, I want the most money I can get. Hey, if you take a loss, that's what you gotta take. But this is what I'm doing. Instead of, hey, you know what?
That's negotiation.
That's just like with, like what we do with this podcast. We could have somebody that only got 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And instead of bringing them on there and say, oh no, you ain't got enough. You can't come up here and record with us. Instead of be like, hey, come join this. Or go on their podcast, even though we're not gonna gain nothing from it. They gonna gain most from it, but it's still not lost because you're still bringing up another black person. That's what I mean by unity.
Yeah, but if we in a deal, look, you're looking at it from a different way.
If I'm in a deal with you, I'm not gonna try to take the most from it. I'm trying to make it even. I don't care what it is. If I'm doing a deal with you, it's gonna come out where we both winning.
That's not how real business work.
Yeah.
That's for real. When you doing business, bro, like you trying to you whatever demands you put on the table, you may not be asking for everything. You may just want what you want on the table. You trying to get as much as you put on that table. Now, when y'all start negotiation, it may not be a requirement for you to have a driver. You get what I'm saying? I can take the driver off the table. It may not be a requirement for them to have food for your staff every day. Let me take that off the table. You get what I'm saying? But it may be a requirement for them to have
if I'm working a deal, I don't want it to be a financial burden on each party. If we're going on to something, I'm putting 50% effort, you put in 50% effort. That's how the deal should work. I'm getting 50% out this deal, you're getting 50% out this deal. Same thing with this podcast. It's all four of us.
Yeah.
We're all getting the same out of it. It could easily be B get 75% and we split 25%. Okay. But instead, trying to bring up everybody in your group, you separated 25% all ways.
So this is what I'm saying.
That's the sign of unity. This is business. This is a business, right?
Listen. So we talking about us four. Bam. Yeah. But when we go to another party, not us four, when we go to another party, whatever the fuck we asking for, that's what we want.
If I'm going with another black party, another black business, I'm trying to give them a good even deal to where it works out best for them and it works out best for us. I'm not trying to skyrate or raise prices like, and I don't even want to talk about the other advertisement company. But you know what I'm talking about? The liquor company that I was talking to, it's a black owned. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to cut them for nothing. I'm want to know what can you afford? This is what you can afford? Hey, if this will help you bring up your business, cool, let's do that.
In a way that is different.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
In a way that is different because you're trying to look out. But real business, you're not trying to do that. If we're walking into a room, I give a fuck what skin tone these people is. Whatever we discussed that we wanted, we trying to get all that. That's what anybody, any race on this planet, anything on this planet, whoever on the other side of that negotiation table, you trying to get what you want. And that's not wrong. Mm-hmm. That ain't wrong.
Similar to
because I want what I want.
Like Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia when they fought. The purse, even though he lost, he still get X amount. Like out the deal, they not gonna get no share from the winnings or from what happened from the purse or whatever, but he's still gonna come up and it's bigger than what he's ever had put together. So I think I get what Smooth saying.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you losing. I'm just
still
saying,
coming up.
Hey, I want what I want. You asking for what you want, but I want what I want.
He want his worth.
You get what I'm saying?
You get your
That's
worth,
all
I
I'm
get
saying.
my
That
worth.
ain't wrong for you.
The thing is this, is that both of y'all are right, but y'all are arguing two different contexts. And I think what Kenny is talking about is the context of this discussion that we having. The reason why our community is as stagnant and as low ranking in society as it is because of what you're saying. Because we operate with each other like we would operate outside of the community, and other communities operate differently within their communities than they operate outside of them. That's the issue.
Yeah,
we should be looking out for each other, which is essentially what he's saying. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, if it's a black situation or somebody got a brand or whatever, we may charge these people $50,000 to do something, but we can charge them $25,000 because it's going to be more feasible for them. It's going to uplift them. It's going to uplift us. But in the back of our head, we like, okay, we trying to lift one of us up. Like that should always be the goal where we deal with each other, and that's not it. More times than not, it's competition with each other, because in our mind we feel like it can only be one. In terms of somebody at the top of it, like you looking at podcasts now. I'm looking at Joe Budden and Cameron and Mason them beefing now, and it's sickening me to my stomach to see that.
For what?
Because they sitting up there talking about, look at all these, Joe and Nori and them went on the podcast, so look at all these, rappers stuff, trying to do stuff. They trying to have sports shows, they trying to have rap shows, and like ridiculing it. Meanwhile, Cameron and them basically created a ESPN undisputed type of situation. They dropping videos, now they getting 100-something thousand views in a day. So it's actually picking up steam. And the first thing we do, niggas, is down it or ridicule it or clown it, instead of saying, hey, bro, them got steam over there. Matter of fact, I'm going to go on the show. And, hey, bro, let me come on and get my sports take. So I talk sports too. Boom. So that way, sure, Joe Budden and them got the bigger platform, but they on the come up and they one of us. Let's go uplift them. Let's go add to what they doing. Let's collaborate. Let's link. Let's do whatever we got to do. But our first instinct is to tear them down, because wait a minute, they getting too big. They threatening my position. Even if they not really a threat to your position. But psychologically, that's just how we view shit. It's always competition. But with other cultures, it's collaborations. It's, okay, you do this. Okay, you talk sports. We do rap. Whatever. Forget it. Let's work together, build some type of conglomerate to where we all can eat. And that's the mindset that we need to have if we gonna close this gap. But unfortunately, people would rather just point fingers and blame systematic oppression and blame whatever the case may be, instead of blaming the fact that your ass is selfish and lazy, which is what the answer really is in terms of why we can't elevate. Because we got the skill set, we got the consumer spending power, we got all of these things. We have the resources, the assets, the skills, the talents, all that. The one thing that we don't have is the most important, and that's unity. There's no sense of community. Everybody that we see that's one of us, that's elevating, is a threat to us. Every one of them. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna stay out the way. And it's the thing, you ain't even got to collab with them, but don't down them. Just stay out the way. But so, that's just an example, man. That's just an example. That's why, salute to Jalen Hurts, man. He just got his big bag. Things of that nature. First thing he did, come out, look, man, I want to thank all of the, black women that's on my team and, that helped me make this happen. I wouldn't be where I am, without y'all. And, I'm looking out for y'all looking out for me, blah, blah, blah. Jalen Hurts done literally put these women on a whole nother motherfucking stratosphere.
His team's literally all women.
Exactly.
Literally.
Black women.
All women. Mm-hmm. All black women.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he done literally changed their lives. So now they about to start getting clients based off him just choosing to work with them. He could have easily went, okay, who is Tommy Sotomayor? Let me go get him. Or big lawyer, big name, whatever. Let me go get him so I can make sure I get my deal. He said, I'm going to stick with my team, go out there, do my thing, put on. And then when it's time for that pay, hey, we all gonna eat together. That's how it should be.
Yeah, I just think we just operating from a, like you said, just selfish mindset, hoarding, scarcity. You know what I'm saying? Because it hasn't been many of us before. It's like, once I get to this position, I know how much it took to get here.
Right.
I don't have the energy to give back the game. I'm just trying to give back to my nearest and dearest, those close to me.
Right.
I don't have the energy to reach out and help bring other people up. All I'm worried about is right here. If you within arm reach, cool. If not, hey, I'm sorry for you.
Which is a horrible way to look at it, man, because if you done studied history or you done studied just society and psychology and just resources in general, it's way more power in having allies than having enemies.
Very true.
Way more. Because again, even if I don't necessarily agree with what y'all doing or whatever the case might be, I'm not gonna tear y'all down. Or if I do have some critique, I'm gonna hit you behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. But we're not doing that in public, to where it's we going at each other's throats and I'm threatening your bottom line, your dollar that you making. Nah, that's dollars to our community. Mm-hmm. But we don't look at it like that, bro. Like, instead of just, hey, let me make as many allies as I can, because all of us have our turn. This is what people don't understand, especially in like the entertainment industry and shit like this. Everybody got a turn. You may be grinding your ass off or whatever for years and not getting no traction. But then boom, one day this year, your shit just take off. And you him. You know what I'm saying? But that run may last a couple years, 2-3 years or something. And then you're going to start losing steam and somebody else going to have their turn. And somebody else going to have their turn. But if you making enemies the whole way up, when you fall off, it's over. Mm-hmm. But when you making allies, when your shit start dwindling a little bit and these people start coming up, oh, you know what? Hey, bro, let's link, let's collab. And then boom, they done gave you some new life. They done sparked something into you. But that's because you showed them love. You didn't hate on them when they was down. But we don't look at it like that. We feel like, man, I'm going to be on top forever. And I'm going to do my thing, and I'm going to talk wild to people. I'm going to disrespect people. I'm going to disregard people. Nah, your platform too small. Nah, I don't really rock with you. I don't do this. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Thinking you're going to be on top forever. And then when you fall and that platform you said was too small, then lapped your ass. And now you reaching out to them for a handout, and they looking at you the same way.
Yeah.
That's how that shit go. That's how it go.
So I'm with it. I mean, I get it, but it's just, similar to like Cole. You know what I'm saying? Cole been that guy. He went on a long run where he was just him. He didn't want to do no features and nothing like that. It was just him. But then you saw just the impact that it makes when you start getting on other people's track, or you have somebody on your track. It's just you're able to feed other people, but then you're just able to get more exposure and just be out there. And people get a whole new sense of respect for you because you're willing to work with other people.
Yeah. But that's honestly why, like, even in the rap game, that's why a lot of them older rappers fell off and just are nowhere to be heard from. But the ones who's still around did exactly what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. The Pusha T's, the Rick Rosses, the Jay-Z's, they literally reach out to people, work with people just for the look. Like Jay-Z, it ain't an amount of money you can pay Jay-Z for a feature that's gonna make him move at this point.
Right.
He just respects what you're doing, and he just gonna bless you with a verse. You know what I'm saying? But that right there can change somebody's whole career. Drake been doing it his whole career. Drake been on top forever. He reaching out to these people, and then us. Oh, he a vulture. What? He gave this man was getting paid $2,000 a show. One Drake feature. Now he getting paid $30. That's what you call reaching out and helping people up, putting money in people's pockets, giving people opportunities. Dirk, he blessed Dirk. Dirk was rapping for a decade before that feature. He took that feature and hit the ground and kept running. Now he was one of the top dudes in the game. But now that ally is there forever now because of what you did. Mm-hmm. So that's how we got to start thinking, bro. But until we do, we're going to be in the same motherfucking spot we been in, bro. Sitting there infighting for no reason, complaining, breaking up soon as the group get hot or the podcast get hot, get to the top, start getting looks, and everybody, well, I deserve this, I deserve that. Boom, pod done broke up. Rap group done broke up. Friendship done broke up. No unity. But, hopefully it could change, man. We're gonna keep it pushing. The next subject is this.
I still ain't doing no features.
After all that, I'm not available. Hell no.
You ain't doing your own shit.
You're right. Change my name to Ghost here in a second.
Damn. Okay, yeah, this was an issue, man. We're gonna play it. It was a clip that kind of disgusted me, but I do want to get y'all take on it. It was a woman that got some kids, male kids. Mm-hmm. She's dating a guy who's not their daddy. The daddy cheats on her. Mm. And then the daddy come home, and these kids jump on the daddy when he come home. Now I'm gonna play the clip. The people who listening, y'all probably ain't gonna be able to see it. But if y'all could research, I'm sure y'all done seen it by now. But if not, you can look it up. But I'm gonna play it, man, and then I want to get y'all take on whether or not it was validated or not. Let me see.
We need to call her mom right now. Go. And Jermaine, come on, Jay. Call her.
Yeah, lay outside. It's like 3-on-1.
What? That's because she was cheating?
No, he cheated on her.
That's the stepdaddy.
But all right, it ain't. All right. So again, just provide some context. You know, this man signed up to be a stepdaddy, things of that nature. Whatever reason, he cheated on the lady. She got, I think, 3 or 4 kids. 3 of them were boys or men, 17, 18. And then he tried to pull back up to the crib after he did that, and they jumped on him. So in the comments, of course, the women are stamping it. You know, well, he shouldn't have cheated then. Whatever, he disrespected that's their mama. You should respect him. And you got dudes like, man, this is why I don't take it. This is why I don't date women with kids, man. It's why, you know, whatever. So I want to get y'all take on, was it validated? Or, you know what I'm saying? Just first take on what y'all seen, man.
I'm pressing charges on the kids. Pressing charges on all of them.
Facts.
Kids gonna be kids though.
You want
But you
to put your
know
hands?
what's
No.
That's they mama.
Ain't no kids gonna be no kids.
That's
no,
they mama.
They shouldn't have known about the situation.
You know why, Otis? You know why?
He was
it's
probably
crazy?
reckless with it.
You know why it's
No,
crazy?
now we gonna say he probably
Because them
reckless.
same dudes, I guarantee you, odds is they gonna cheat on their woman.
That was the point. Now, that was the comment that they had. And that comment went platinum in the comments. It was like 200 comments on one of them when we were arguing.
I swear.
So these same niggas probably cheating on their girl right now.
I'm telling you. And you doing all that. So I want them to be, because odds is one or 2 of them gonna be a stepdad out here. When you do that to their mom, hey, just put your hands down. Let them
Stepping
punch you all.
out is a choice.
Let them punch you all in
Is
your
it not?
face.
Definitely.
That's a choice, of course.
Choice. Yeah.
They disrespected his mama.
And
At the end of
hitting
the day.
somebody is a choice, right?
They are
Putting your
kids.
hands on
Kids.
somebody
This
is a
is
choice.
kids is
If I was 16,
From that
17,
video?
and you was quote unquote living in the house with us, and you stepped out on my mama, I'm going out there. I'm gonna try to beat your ass. That's what I'm gonna do, cause that's my mama, and you disrespected her. Now she feeling a certain way. Yes, am I stepping out of my place as a child? Yes, I am. Would it be wrong if he ended up hitting me upside the head because I did what I did? Absolutely.
Or if he treated you like a man
However,
and killed you.
Wait. You said it'd be wrong if he hit you upside the head?
no, I said would not.
Oh.
Because I hit him. So
And if he
But
Nah,
at the
but
same
it
time-
ain't gonna be looked at like that.
If he
it's
came back
not.
and he
No,
was
you're right.
grown-ass
You
man
1,000% correct.
beating up on a 17 year
But at the
old.
same time,
shot y'all, then what?
But you 16, you
Your mama done lost
5'10",
all her babies
175. You ain't no little kid. You're not 7. You still big enough to catch some hands. If you big enough to throw them, you big enough to catch them. That's just what it is. Is it wrong what the kids did? Absolutely. But I don't blame them because that's their mama, and they gonna do whatever to protect their moms.
Did he come back and
That
shoot
shit
the
gonna
crib?
happen.
What's the rest of the story?
That is gonna happen.
I don't know if he came back and did that.
That is going. The kids are not just going to sit around and not do nothing. Now I got to look at you every day after you disrespecting my mama. No,
So
you
they-
can't come in here, nigga.
First thing he should say
can't
is,
come
your mama
in here."
used to this. Your dad cheated on
And that's why a nigga not around either.
Did y'all do this to y'all daddy?
That nigga said you ain't. That's why your daddy get this beat up. He ain't come back home from that milk run up.
Hey, that's my daddy. You ain't my daddy.
Oh my God.
Nigga said you let your sons take out their frustration on their real dad on me.
That's crazy.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
I mean, there is no right or wrong way. What you supposed to do? Just sit there?
What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to ask your mama, why is this man still allowed to come back in this house after he disrespected you like that?
You're not emotionally mature enough at 16, 17
Sure,
to do that.
but again, and that's why so many of us lose our lives for that very reason, right? And then the wild part is that if the man did do that, because he could be rightfully justified in going to his car, getting a pistol, and shooting all 3 of them out there. And then it's gonna be, he
And be
wrong
a
for
week
that.
in jail.
He shouldn't have did that. He wrong. He didn't have to get to that level.
How
blah,
he
blah,
got
blah,
jumped
blah.
though?
Because you couldn't raise your damn kids properly. You can't keep your kids out of grown folks' business. If you're not gonna leave, why do they know that all this is going on? This is the issue. So it's not, again, the kids should not even be privy to that information.
But
why are they? Because the mama talk to the kids like they her homies, like they her friends, knowing that this man, knowing she gonna let this man right back in the house.
I don't think it happened like that though.
How you think it happened?
She didn't just say it.
How did it happen?
She probably was. The kids probably came home. Mama had her hands in her head. She bawling, or she probably face is red, eyes is red, and they like, what's up? Like, what's going on?
Then she said what?
Nothing. I don't want to talk about it.
Come on.
And then they just keep trying to get it out of her. And then she probably end up saying it. And
So she told him like I just said.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not. But you were saying like she just sat down and told him like kicking it like it's the homies. I'm saying some kind of way. I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't want to say I'm pretty sure because I don't know that. But what I'm saying is the kids saw something. She didn't just come out and just say, this nigga.
She should have never said nothing to them anyway in regards to her relationship. That's what I'm saying. It's her fault. That's what I mean by talking to her like they're your homies. Stop dragging your damn kids into your relationship. You shouldn't be sitting at the table crying with your hands in your damn face.
Oh, I'm getting a brick. I'm
That's
smashing
what I'm saying, bro. But
I'm smashing nigga car. I'm just thinking about how I was at that age. This my mom's. Like, this person is keeping a roof over my head, feeding me, teaching me.
Too. He putting in money into the house too.
That nigga broke. Y'all know.
So she was letting a broke man stay in the house.
He shouldn't have been there at all.
I don't know. But
don't try to cover for it.
I'm gonna be biased. That's mom. So you gonna be biased.
Yeah, but the kids shouldn't be privy of what's going on in your relationships. It shouldn't happen.
At the same time, but if he the stepdad,
what?
He's gonna know what's going on in the house. He's living in the house, so everybody gonna be knowing what's going on in the house.
No. He's gonna know what's going on in the house. The kids should know what's going on in your relationship.
At all.
It shouldn't happen, because then you have shit like this happen, and they get jumped on. And if he started beating up on them and hit one of them one good time, they didn't hit their head on the concrete. So one of them passed away. Now he going to jail for murder or something like that.
It was self-defense.
And now
jumped on him first.
Yeah, but now she really crying now.
It was a group of kids.
Like it's all that could have been avoided. Hey, don't come back to this house. So and so, blah 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 blah. It is what it is. Come back. Hey, I'm calling the cops. I don't want you back in this house.
Yeah, I'm blaming. I don't blame nobody but the mama in this situation. To be honest, that's just what it is, bro. Like, things happen within relationships. Let's say it wasn't cheating. Let's say they got into an argument and he said, "Man, sit your fat ass down, your fat ugly ass down," or something like that out loud. And then you heard that. You have the same energy that you would have if he cheated. Like, well, you gonna disrespect mama? You gonna talk about? But again, sometimes in relationships, certain arguments happen, certain things is said. But your kids should not be privy to that. But in our culture, the kids be privy to some bullshit early. They see the arguing, they see the fighting, they see the cussing out, the mama sitting down telling all your daddy business, telling all your stepdaddy business. The kids know too damn much. Mm-hmm. That's the problem.
Kids know she even cheating.
Especially if you gonna go back to the motherfucker. Now, if y'all separated and distance yourselves and you said to kids like, "Hey, we had to break up. This is what happened, blah, 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 blah." That's completely understandable. But you bringing these kids into this shit, knowing you're going to take this man back, and now this man is in the house, and now it's awkward in the house because the kids don't like him, and y'all's trying to get over y'all shit. That's the mama fault. Shut your ass up. Or talk to your girlfriends, your homies, who are on your damn level. Because again, if that man could have went to his car, came back with a Glock, and start shooting them niggas. And then everybody in the comments was like, "Oh, he wrong for that. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to take it that far."
Getting jumped.
Nah, it ain't no. I don't know because they in the comments validating what he did.
And they wrong.
They talking about that's their mama. Y'all can't tell them. Y'all clearly don't love y'all mama like that. Y'all would allow that man to cheat. We ain't allowing shit. She allowed him to cheat.
There's a cause and effect.
But you know what's crazy? Women quick to tell their child, no matter how old they is, stay in the child's place.
Exactly.
They quick to say that
until it's convenient.
And then, but we in this situation, why you didn't tell your kid to stay in the child's place?
It's cause and
you got women in they got women in them comments right now, got kids right now that say that to their kids. And then if their kid go out and do that and get knocked off, then what you gonna say?
It's cause and effect. Had he did that, I wouldn't have been shocked. I wouldn't have been mad at him. None of that. Because, y'all are right. Absolutely. You should, as a kid, you shouldn't go out there and try to do that. But as a kid, at the same time, you're gonna try to protect your mom.
Yeah.
So, I don't see many situations panning out to where it's just a clean sweep where it's like, okay, he pack his stuff out, he get out. That's 5%, 10% chance. I don't see it any other way similar to what that didn't happen. It's going to be awkwardness. It's going to be some shit thrown. There's going to be some arguing. It's going to be all of that. A lot of people just cannot be mature. That's just what, unfortunately, I would love it to be like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just not realistic.
I tell you what, man, just watching some of these videos and just like we are doomed as a community, bro.
It's fucked up.
Like it's over, man. Now you know what? I'm starting to think, man.
I was right. Say I'm right.
I'm starting to think, man.
Say I'm gonna come to the dark side, baby. Hey,
I'm
it ain't got no lights over here, but it's flush.
I'm starting to think, man.
It ain't got no lights over
I need to look out. I just need to look out for
myself.
I just need to look out for me.
And that's why people do that.
This culture is doomed. The amount of people in these comments validating this shit, man.
I ain't with it. These are the views of Anthony Cockrell.
Going back to the first topic, if men were men,
Hey, man.
he the one that stepped out. So he caused all this.
No.
He stepped out.
No.
Yep.
No. We're not doing that.
He stepped out.
We're not doing that.
This whole situation wouldn't have happened had he not stepped out. Am I right?
Things happen in relationships. It didn't have to be stepping out. Let's say, for instance, right? Let's present this same scenario.
We're using this scenario.
Let's present the same scenario, but let's flip it in reverse. Right? Let's say that a daddy is dating this woman, right? And he got 3 daughters. All late teenage years, this, that, and third, right? And he catch this woman, let's say at the speakeasy,
the juke joint from last night. The juke joint.
He catch her at the juke joint,
Red Rooster.
at the Red Rooster. He catch her at the Red Rooster, getting bought a Bud Light by somebody.
Wow.
You know niggas at the juke joint drinking beers.
Come on, we gotta bring it back.
Get bought a Bud Light by somebody else, and she's sitting at the bar flirting with him. Now again, perception could say one thing, whatever, but the daddy walk in and see that, and he come home, and he's distraught. He's sitting down at the table. His daughter come to, Daddy, what's wrong? Ain't nothing. And then he spills the beans. Yeah, I seen that at the speakeasy, drinking a Bud Light with John from down the street, my coworker, whatever the case may be. And this woman comes home, and them 3 daughters drag her ass throughout that living room, drag her ass out in that parking lot, stomp her out, all of that. Do you think the sentiment in these comments would be the same?
No, because the women are loud in the comments. The men will probably agree. That's what she deserved.
The men would agree that this woman deserved to be dragged and beat up all throughout the house and all throughout the parking lot. By his kids.
Have lied to you. You don't choose me.
I don't know, man. But look though, this is why a lot of men don't want to be stepfathers. Right here, for this exact reason. Y'all can't control y'all damn kids. And y'all include y'all kids in business that they should not be in. And then when things like this happen and then consequences happen to your kids, you want to cry foul. You want to cry foul for the community. You want to cry foul, whatever the case may be. No, your kid was being in grown folks' business when he shouldn't have been. He should have never been privy to that. None of them niggas should have never been privy to that. But you made him privy to that. And look at this situation. Now, who knows what's going to happen on the back end of this? Who knows? But if something happens on the back end of this, you're going to have to live with that. So, prayers to all parties involved, man. But this type of, we are fucking doomed. Let's keep it pushing.
Going to the Red Rooster.
To the damn Red Rooster.
Around the corner. It ain't far from here.
They got the cheap Bud Lights in there, $2.
What about the Black Jag?
I don't know. I don't know about that one. we didn't get that far. Jennifer Lewis, popular actor, famous legendary actor. She was speaking about the state of the black community, and she claims that we are a conquered race. I'm gonna play this clip, see if y'all agree with what she had to say.
Women were scrubbing white people's floors. And I'm gonna say this out loud. Jesus, who is most black women's husband. Y'all better come with me here.
Say that again.
I'm here.
Jesus is most black women's husbands. You see, they did a number on us. We are a conquered race. They put the black man out of the house in order for the black mother to get welfare. The man couldn't be in the house. He had to be working. Of course, they wouldn't give him a job. Y'all better come with me. We come from some shit. These women were scrubbing white people's floor.
The Honorable Jennifer Lewis says we are a conquered race. Is that the black woman in the household, you know, show the Lord and the pastor more credence than they do their own men, based on some of the circumstances that have happened to us as a people. Do y'all agree with that sentiment?
It's because the men aren't following the Lord.
Yo, I ain't going.
If he were to put him, you know, the head of his household, then that wouldn't be the
Then maybe
issue.
the preacher would be off your door. Maybe the preacher wouldn't be on your wife or your baby moms.
Greater is he that is within me.
Man, I ain't with all that, bro.
Greatest.
Go tell it. On about it.
I ain't with it.
Y'all are wild, boy.
I ain't with it. Definitely ain't
What
with
y'all
it.
drinking, but goddamn.
Definitely not with it.
All right. Well, she, you know, again, do y'all give what she said some validity, or do y'all have some disagreements?
I told y'all we was conquered in a way. And I first said to me what we was talking about. She ain't lying. I don't see no change for another. We ain't gonna see it. We ain't gonna see it. We ain't gonna see it in our kids' generation. Because I'm looking at the kids before my kids, you know, like the kids that's like 4 or 5 years above him. Everybody want to gritty. Everybody want to go. Everybody want on some gold teeth in their mouth at 8 years old. Man, we done, man. We done.
You wasn't doing that type of stuff 8 years old?
I was putting the goddamn gum, the foil of the gum.
Exactly.
In my
Exactly.
I
Conquered
can't
for a
eat.
long time. She ain't lying.
I can't hate on that.
Yeah, tell me she ain't lying.
Fall in my mouth.
Hey, she ain't lying. We
Had the do-rag on early.
I'm saying that started before us, man. We started before us, so yeah, she ain't lying.
Yeah, it's a lot of validity what she's saying.
Do y'all have any optimism that we will overcome these things?
200 years from now. Literally 200 years from now.
Nah,
We'll see a glimpse of it 200 years from now.
I think it'll be sooner. I think about, for example, Earn Your Leisure. Like, they got like the perfect platform that talks about financial security. They talk about just different ways to invest, whether it's stock market, real estate, just businesses, credit, everything. They cover all aspects. So as long as we continue to have platforms like that, I think it'll definitely, help us in the long run and definitely help us sooner rather than later, because we have that access to the information now. They changing lives now. They putting money in people's pockets right now. They got a business. They got 18-wheeler business now. Like, they got a lot of stuff they doing, and they got the Invest Fest coming up for next year. I think this is like third one, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, it's like, and people are attending it. Like, a lot of people are going, getting knowledge, getting wisdom, and they're not the only platform. So, I wouldn't say 200 years, Smooth. I think we doing better than what we think we are. But social media, is putting it out there to where we're, just in shambles. I think a lot of us are still we doing better than we think, and we are making progress. Because women, you got women in school now. Then you got men working. Like, we're not just out here homeless.
You know why I say 200 years? It ain't, and all that you said was great. You know what I'm saying? Like, with us rising as far as, but we doing it individually. You know what I'm saying? Until we see more people at the top of this of the game, whatever game they in or whatever hustle they got going, start pulling up people, you know what I'm saying, without the strings attached to it, without being selective, without, you know what I'm saying, like us, we'll see somebody hustle and be like, hey, they'll reach out, hey, can I be on the show or something? If we got space for them, we'll put them on the show. Most people not even that touchable. You get what I'm saying? For us, it's just a message. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like people that I see, people that really got it, it feel like they in the stars versus the other people. You get what I'm saying? And the only way you can even touch them is through a medium ground, or you knowing a certain person that know them. You know what I'm saying? So until we cut down that divide right there, and we have it to where, like B was saying, it's enough money out here. It's enough food on this table for everybody to eat. Everybody not gonna be the same hungry. Everybody not gonna eat 2 plates like the big boy may want 4 plates. You get what I'm saying? The little boy may want half a plate. You get what I'm saying? But in our culture, we looking at it like, I want everything. You may not even need everything, but shit, I want everything just so I can keep it from whoever, whatever.
Or just in case.
Yeah,
I just want it just in case.
You get what I'm saying? And I don't feel like that's right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see it until we get people in them places to where they like, look, I'm going to put my people in the game. You ain't got to just, you know what I'm saying, like just goddamn do something crazy, bend over backwards. It's just enough of us not throwing enough of us in the game to even see if you can do what you got to do with it. You get what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer in, hey, throw a bone out there, let's see what they do. Most people going to tuck that bone in their pocket and be like, shit, they going to go find some food. When you could have been the food, you could have been the source. So that's why I don't see it. That's why I say 200 years, man. Because we too selfish right now. We too individual. Even though, yeah, you're right. In the next 10, 20 years, we're going to see a rise in black people come to the middle class and all these type of things. But we're doing it individually. We're not doing it as a collective to, you know what I'm saying, to build like a Chinatown or some shit like that. We're not doing it like that. So we're going to be doing all that type of shit. What's the first thing most people do when they get money? They move into these white neighborhoods. They move out their ghetto and all that type of stuff. They don't stay there to build it up. That's just real.
But that's what I'm saying. We starting, and we got to start somewhere. And the fact that we making that motion is why I have hope. Like I think about that couple, that family that bought all that property, them acres in Atlanta, to start their own community, own little city. Like that's the stuff I was talking about way back. Like if we were able to pull our resources together and do stuff like that, like we don't need everybody. We smart enough, we capable enough, we got the money clearly. We spending it all on stuff that we don't need. So we got it, it's available. We just have to actually put the plan into place. And I think I think also too, we kind of missing like a few just like leaders, like this is the person, like, you know, when we had Malcolm X, we had Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying? We had pinpoint, like, this is the person that's going to change stuff. We have them, but they still, you know, doing their own thing in a sense, or they got their money put in businesses, or, you know what I'm saying? They doing it their own way in other different avenues. But I think if we would have a few more people just be like, yo, we got to come up and rise together, and we got to listen to each other. We got to stop hating each other. We got to stop putting our hands on each other. There's a way out of poverty, but we have to link up and stop, you know, you my enemy, just because you a couple blocks down. Like, no, we in the same neighborhood. We all struggling. So let's get together. You got $10, I got $10. That's $20 together. What can we get with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we got to start moving.
Here's a question. Because y'all speaking a lot about financial investment, and you know, I want to ask, like, in the state we in, like, what should the focus be more pointed toward? Should it be finances, or should it be family and bringing the family together? Just like she said, I think the main root of the cause is family structure is divided, and even in all of the stuff that you was naming in terms of Earn Your Leisure and things of that nature, and salute to them boys and what they doing, but some might argue that, you know, they are advancing capitalism, which doesn't necessarily advance the family unit. It kind of creates more of an individualism in terms of society, more so than unity. So I guess, Kenny, I'm asking if you had to like point in a direction in terms of what should be of the utmost importance at this moment. Should it be furthering ourselves from a financial perspective, or should it be more focused on improving, the family unit and how we deal with each other in terms of the black men and women within our community?
That's a good question. I want to say one goes hand in hand, but I can't say both. So,
But it do. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I do, but family is always more important, I think. But to be a sturdy family, a healthy family, finances are important as well. And I think if you have the idea of family as a man, you understand what job you have to partake in to get financially stable for your family. Well, a man without a family is reckless. He has no discipline. Even if he's getting money, he still can be kind of lazy in a sense. Rather than a man with a family, with a wife and kids, he's disciplined in how he spends his money, what he does with it, how he's going to leave it to his kids or offsprings or to his wife. Like, he just doesn't spend recklessly like I do. I spend recklessly. I ain't worried about leaving my shit to nobody because I ain't got nobody to leave it to except for maybe y'all or, nephews and stuff like that. But I think a man with a family has to be more disciplined with how he spends his money, where it's going to, what kind of investments he makes, because it's more of a future rather than his. It's more of who's underneath him, their future, and them being, having a good step ahead of everyone else. Not coming up how you came up. Even if you came up with a silver spoon in your mouth, you want to leave him with a diamond spoon in his mouth, and so on and so forth. So I would say family, and I'm not gonna say I lose hope in my culture because I wouldn't be doing this podcast, or y'all wouldn't be doing it. Y'all wouldn't sit here and come here every week and try to give great advice on being married and having a black family and trying to improve the culture if you didn't have faith in it. Why do it? It's a struggle. We all have struggles around here, but there's also good black families out there. There's good examples out there. I mean, like our podcast, we talk about all the good things, and a lot of people tend into that. As we go out and shoot, I was in the casino the other day. Dude stopped rolling craps and said, "Hey, you Kenny?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, thank you. I appreciate it. You helped me out and everything." I was like, "Damn, I didn't know that." It's stuff like that, and people are listening. They might, if you can get through to one person, you never know that one person can give it on to two people or three people to his offspring, and it ain't gonna change instantly. It might take 200 years, but at least it changes.
Yeah.
I instead of just letting the shit go how it's going right now, and social media plays a big part in that too, because that's all they show. They want to show the Instagram models, the sex, and that's because that's what's selling. That's what's selling the market. Regardless of how we feel, that's what sells us. That's what sells the music that we listen to. Is just ingrained in us so much. So I think that would have to change, sort of, to showing more positive pictures of our culture and marriage, and even in other cultures. I think we're all going through a hard time right now, especially since COVID. That people don't know what they want now. Everybody's doing individual things to get this YouTube. Own businesses and stuff like that, and not all of them are succeeding.
Right.
Let's be for real about that. So, I see a change in the future. It just won't be instantly, but I will never lose hope on black culture. It's just not in me to say, because I wouldn't be doing this or talking in a positive way. Even if me being a single man, I definitely know I will be married again sometime, because I see family as a goal of mine.
But some may say the music and the sex and all that stuff is needed, because otherwise you would be too vanilla.
I mean, music is needed. Sex, it's not negative, and not all of it is negative, but how it's sold to you and to the kids and to the youth and to us as adults is some negative aspects of that. Instead of you have all the love songs.
Right.
It used to be R&B was the only hot thing on the track. That's what we listen to. You got, DMX come out here and there. You only have one rapper. Now you got 16 rappers on out of the Hot 100, it's 99 rap songs and one R&B song. Or if it is an R&B song, it's something about killing the man that broke your heart, or being single is negative, and or being married, he cheated on me. It's that type of stuff. So instead of a Luther Vandross or somebody wanting to love love on it.
Yearning for your love.
You know,
Well, we ain't heard nothing like that on the radio.
you know, it's
That's what
different
I'm
thing.
saying.
You know, because it's
It's
not
on purpose.
It doesn't sell.
It's on purpose too.
So I mean, I think it takes a big shift, but I see it happening. We still getting married around there. I think we like the highest marriage rate. Actually, I think was like 83% or something like that. So
as far as marriage and each other.
Yeah. I think
and staying together. So
yeah, I'm a little confused in terms of like which way that I would think that the priority would be because I liken it to, you know, everybody's like, hey man, just go get the bag, go get the money, go get the bag, go get the money, right? But I think you know, if you was to dump $100,000, $200,000 in most people's accounts, they'll be broke within a couple weeks.
That is they'll be broke in a week.
You know what I'm saying? And why is that? It's because there's no infrastructure set. There's no information set. There's no, you know, progressive and like productive goals and priorities and things that next. Like they wouldn't know what to do with the money. So if I'm having to pick between, okay, let's chase the finances or let's get our family unit back together, I think I would lean more toward the family unit in terms of like we need to improve how we communicate with each other. Like it's such a disconnect between men and women, and that's why people have been able to eat on YouTube for 3, 4, 5 years about this gender war. They literally preying on the fact that we don't communicate with each other well. Like we on two totally separate pages. There's men on this side and there's women on this side for the most part, and they just clashing. Well, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. Well, I'm not doing it because you're not doing this, you're not doing that. We don't even respect each other the way that we need to for money to be able to fix what our issues are. I think we got to get us in order first, and then if the money come into play and we all within the right mindset, we all got unity, we all headed in the same direction, then that money is just going to, you know, increase the speed in which we get there. But if we get the money first and we not on the same page, then I feel like we gonna be at a stalemate because there's going to be so much individualism involved. Like I said, you take a broke motherfucker, you give them some money, they not going to do the right thing with it more times than not. You know what I'm saying? So because there's no infrastructure set. And right now we as a culture, in terms of our men and our women, there is no infrastructure set. This is a free fall. We are competing with each other. Our women don't respect us, and our men, we don't respect women either.
We not respecting each other.
You know what I'm saying?
Men not respecting men.
Yeah, so like a lot of us look at women as literally like objects. Like I'm using you for sex and I'm getting up out the way. Like there's no respect for women that we don't have attraction to within our culture. And that's a problem. And now I don't think that's a problem that money can fix. I think that's going to take us coming to the table and reaching some type of middle ground in terms of improving communication between each other, and then we can focus on the rest. So that's how I would handle it. But in terms of do I see it happening in our lifetime? No. But hopefully, you know, we can play a part in laying some of the foundation that it can happen after we gone. Hopefully. So that's how I see it. All right. Next one, man. Why won't he marry you? I'm gonna play a little bit of this clip, man, and see what y'all boys think of it.
Man will not marry somebody he's cool with. He's not going to marry somebody that he likes. Just because I like you don't mean I'm going to marry you. You will not impress him with your looks. Your looks will get him to look, but afterwards he'll look the other way. Because as good as you think you look, there's another lady that looks just as good as you, if not better. Have you ever noticed that there are men who will marry a woman that looks less good because the true beauty in who she is the fact that she challenges him to be a better person? You see, there's not one man in here who will marry a woman just because she look good and just because she got a nice smile, just because, that's not why he's marrying you. He's marrying you because one day he sat on a bed and he said, this woman makes me want to do something real. This woman makes me want to have kids. This woman makes me want to have a business, have a job, get my money right, get it together. That's what relationship is all about. You see, relationship is not friendship. Friendship is just courting, but relationship is partnership.
The man won't marry you because you're not inspiring him. You're too focused on your beauty. You're too focused on your looks. You're too focused on that BBL. You're too focused on getting those eyelashes. Too focused on those lip fillers. You're too focused on twerking online. To where you're not working on the intangible value that men actually have value in. And that's why he won't marry you. That's essentially what he just said. It's essentially. Because when you run into the white woman, just like he said, that woman makes you want to move something. And that's not necessarily tangible. That's intangible. It's inspiration. She inspires me to want to just overachieve, if I'm going to be honest. Do y'all find some validity in what the man had to say, man?
That is a fact. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all think y'all fit the position, baby. Look, you ain't paying attention hard enough. You know what I'm saying? You fit just being there right now. But for long term, you're looking to be single, baby. You don't know how to talk to your man. Goddamn it. Because let's just face it, in the initial stages of being in a relationship with anybody, they're gonna deal with some things. That's just how it's gonna work. You get what I'm saying? Because they in the fluff of liking you and loving you. You know what I'm saying? But once you get into the everyday shit, every day y'all living together and all, that person, no matter who they are, they're not gonna take you talking to them crazy. Talking to them like you own them. You get what I'm saying? Moving how you want to move without their consideration. And a lot in this generation, like a lot of us in our generation now, that's how we move. And we be expecting some forever shit. And then when we don't get it, all the shit, all men ain't shit, all women ain't shit. So yeah, he right. A lot of y'all grooming yourselves to be temporary in a lot of people's lives. Just off the way you carry yourself, just off the way you talk to people. So a lot of y'all can just change the way you think, the way you treat somebody else. A lot of y'all want to be treated perfect and all these type of things, but you don't want to give that same grace to your partner. How does that work? You want to be treated like a queen, but you want to treat your king like a peasant. And vice versa.
What's the question again?
Nah, he was basically saying that a lot of women are missing the intangibles in terms of like why that man won't marry you is because you don't have the intangibles in terms of inspiring him. Like you too focused on tangible things, shallow things like looks and how pretty you are and things that you think showing up to the relationship with just that is gonna be enough. But he basically saying a man is not marrying a woman with just looks.
Never.
A man has to marry a woman with some intangibles that's going to inspire him to want to do something, inspire him to want to be a better version of yourself. And if you don't have that, good luck. That's basically what he's saying.
Yeah, I agree with that because that's what I would look for, like when I was dating. Like, yeah, you have the looks, but you know, after all that wears off, like that first month or two, is like, okay, now. If I think I'm feeling you, now I need to see more. Now I need to see you open up. Let me see you. Let's have some crucial conversations. Let's have some high level conversations. Where's your emotional intelligence? Like you start thinking about and getting into real things and real situations. Every now and then you may just throw something out there to see how it lands. And, when you decide that you want to be serious with them, it's like, yeah, this person can't, they're not for me. Because this is all they can only talk about surface level things, or if I do have something heavy to talk about, they really don't have no input. It's just like, wow, yeah. I understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for some feedback, some ping pong back and forth.
I hate that.
But then you have a conversation with somebody else that, y'all just cool. And then you see like, damn, like this person gets it. This person really adding something to the conversation. Yeah. I'm learning something from this person. They offering different perspective versus, others. So yeah, I think a lot of them just feel that they can just show up, like I'm here, and you can sleep with them and have a good time. Y'all go out. They can smoke a lot of hookah, drink some drinks. But when it's not time to go out,
it's a hell of a hookah smoke.
I ain't never seen somebody blow O's.
Monday
from the hookah. Damn, that's great.
She didn't blow a solar system with one inhale.
But Monday through Thursday, you don't have nothing to offer.
Like a choo-choo train in there.
Bitch can't cook rice, but she can blow the fuck out of hookah.
What? So she's the greatest hookah trainer. That's what y'all saying.
Set it up with everything for you.
Now you don't want to set the codes like that.
Bitch is skilled. Damn. Hookah smoke.
Absolutely,
Can't
man.
do a damn thing for me
What
in
he's
this
saying is
relationship.
1,000% correct. That's why men will. Some men, you'll see a lot of men. You know, they may have had somebody that was super bad or whatever, but who they married may have been like just a notch down because that woman offers something, a whole different package than you.
Yeah.
And there's way more substance behind it. It's way more, like they say, meat and potatoes. Like it's gonna stick to you and it's gonna make you feel a certain way versus just the shallow stuff. Like I said, it's healthy versus diabetes. Like you want the sweets, you want the sugar, you want the shit that make you feel good in the moment, but that's not good for you long term. Like what can you do day in and day out consistently? Like that's where the work comes in and that's where the growth comes.
Kitty, you found some validity in what that man said? In terms of beauty alone, you ain't gonna get it done.
Oh yeah, that's facts. But I mean, I think right now a lot of people are living in a temporary mindset. Mm-hmm. Like they're not really looking towards the future. They just want to live for the right now. Mm-hmm. Next 2 years.
YOLO.
Boom, boom. Next 2 years, I got it. Boom. Then they start to be like, okay, now I'm 35, 32, or whatever, got kids, man or woman got kids, and this shit has just drained me. All right, now I want to get married, but shit. I'm going to get married when I don't even know who I am or what I really want. I done dated 16 different dudes. I'm going to say 16 on the low end, you know. Or I've been with 16 different people because I ain't going to just leave it on the women. Man, same way. And you don't even know how to communicate well with the opposite side because you've just been doing temporary the whole time. Going off of lust instead of love. So, yeah, I mean, there's definitely validity to it. Your looks is added value, but it's not the only value for you. So,
here's a question: how do we get that message across to them, in spite of what they seeing online? Because a lot of women, you know, will argue. Well, yeah, hey, I hear what y'all saying, but on social media, y'all giving these type of women a lot of attention that y'all not giving the women that y'all claim that y'all were married. So, how do you get that message across to them?
I think a lot of women are getting attention. I think the ones that are notched down, and I'm not saying they ugly. I think they still getting the same attention, but they shooting for the ones that aren't looking for that type of marriage.
The ones that's liking those pictures.
Yeah, we all shooting in different angles, missing the shot on both sides of the spectrum. So it's like, you know, the ones that are good women, you know, are shooting for these men that aren't looking for it at all. They just trying to smash and dash whatever they get. And you got the ones that's really looking for a serious relationship, but they shooting at the Instagram models or the ones that are just happy to just live for a temporary lifestyle, you know, or you ain't got it, what they looking for, the big bag, you know. So I think we just an unbalanced pendulum. We just going back and forth trying to get the right balance of, you know, how to relate to each other.
Yeah, we attacking it from different perspectives and different reasons, but women are try to put themselves in our shoes when you can't do that. Like, yes, a man may be shooting his shot at somebody, but that's he just trying to do one thing with them. Like for the women, they trying to capture those men and be with those men. Like that's the difference. The options that a lot of these women have, men are just simply trying to hit. That's it. That's all.
That's 95% of the options.
Surface level. It's literally surface level. That's it. That's all. So when y'all say like, well, y'all liking these chicks, yeah, it's lust. Yes, she got her titties out, her ass is out, makeup fully done. So yes, that looks a little aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, he gonna double tap. Yeah, he might put some hard eyes because that make his meat jump. But
we know her fake name, her internet name.
But that's not gonna keep him in the long run. That's for the night. That's not for my life. That's the difference.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, man. I think
something like.
Yeah, I think, you know, men show y'all every day in terms of the type of women that we marry, certain type of women that we take serious. I say it all the time, like all those women that y'all, you know, claim that we have value in, how many of those women are single? How many of those women are in like successful long-term marriages? Like it's not a lot of them. Now you may find one or two outliers, whatever the case may be, but it's not a lot of them. Most of those women are single for the extended period of their time, and even if they're not single, they with a man that they can't claim publicly. For whatever reason. Who knows? right? So that's the scenario. Men put wedding rings on women we find value in. That's reality. That's just what it is. So, you know, that's how you got to judge the value. And I think somewhere along the line, like, the game got skewed and it shifted women's focus on, you know, how they should be moving out here. They think they doing themselves
It was
better.
Freaknik.
Yeah. Freaknik got a lot to do with it. Y'all mamas and 80s. But that's another conversation for another day. But yeah, so it's like, you know, again, I think the pendulum has to shift in terms of like what they value. Because a lot of women literally out here getting these BBLs for us. They out here getting these lip fillers for us. They out here doing all these things for us, thinking that that's what's going to get them cuffed and wifed. But it's not. It's just going to get you in a temporary situation with a dude who got some money until he get tired of dealing with you.
Get cuffed to a bed.
Right. And then he going to move around.
Wow.
It's funny, but it's reality. This is why these people keep on recycling dudes with money the way that they do. So yeah, you know, it's the intangibles that keep a man. It is the intangibles that keep a man. Like, you have to inspire him to want to do something. You got to inspire him to want better for himself. You got to inspire to make him want to just improve on life. If I can be with you and feel like I could just remain status quo and I could just be complacent, then I don't really find much value in you. Mm-hmm. Like, I need to be, when I'm with you, like, you should inspire me to want to go try some things that I've never done before. Or maybe take a gamble on something that could put us in a higher position or just something like that. That's what the inspiration should be. But a lot of y'all just don't provide that. Even though y'all look good, y'all provide inspiration for what's between our legs for sure. But y'all don't inspire, you know, the man to want to achieve some shit. And until you able to do that, you're gonna have the same results that your homegirl's been having, and that a lot of y'all mamas been having. So, you know, fix it, man. Fix it.
Because on the flip side, like, as a woman, you should want a man that makes you want to step your game up. Mm-hmm. And it's the same on the other side. Like, when a man is looking for a wife, I'm looking for somebody that's going to challenge me, that's going to help me become better. I know I want to be better, but I may not see the areas that I can grow in, or I may not know. But having that woman by your side, you know, she's going to be able to point out your little flaws and try to help elevate you. So, again, like, don't get uncomfortable when you have somebody that's right for you. I think that's scary for a lot of people. Change is definitely scary.
Definitely.
But growth, when, you know, you got to think long term. That growth, you'll be able to, you know, benefit from it and appreciate it in the long run.
That's facts, man. Well said. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and get in the advice column.
Advice column.
Like 3 topics. 3 topics, so we already in the advice column.
All right, first one is from K, Patreon. All right.
Damn, the president was walking out.
I mean, they know I'm about to read. So
Long ass clap.
She said, "What up, guys? First off, I just want to say y'all had the best part I've ever tried to tune into, and I appreciate you all having and using your platform in the way that you do for us young guys that, you know, look like us, that may be in need of some wisdom. But aside from that, I don't necessarily have a question, but just need to hear someone else's opinion to help me figure out my situation. So I'm 20 years old, and I've been married almost 2 years. When I met my wife, our relationship started off as sort of a sneaky link kind of thing. And was only sexual, but I was young and dumb and caught feelings, and we ended up in an actual relationship. We got together in 2020. At first, things were cool, but a couple months in, she started withholding sex because, quote unquote, it was against her religion. Her being a sort of devout Christian, having sex outside of marriage is a sin, and she didn't want to do that. I also do consider myself a Christian, but as an 18-year-old, I wasn't really religious, and still not today. I was trying to get some ass. So for months, I tried to respect her wishes and tried countless times to get things going, but nothing really worked. And I admit I loved her. And outside of that, our relationship was pretty good. So as an 18-year-old, I gave in and said, F it. That summer, we went on vacation and got married in Vegas. 2021.
Hey! He said, I'm going to get that ass by any means.
By any means necessary.
That's unrenowned
crazy. He said, I didn't think it was a big deal. And we were on good terms and everything was fine. So I figured, why not? That way we both get what we want. About a year later, we ended up separating. We were going through it, and I dipped out for a while, but eventually came back. Right now, we're okay, but she's starting to talk about a wedding she wants. I don't want one whatsoever. My family and her family knows we're married, but I honestly don't know if I want to be. If I could go back in time and stop myself from doing it, trust me, I would.
It's over.
But it feels wrong to be with her, knowing if I had the choice to marry her again, that I wouldn't.
Oh, damn.
I'm pretty much just making the best out of the situation. I got my own family. It's me, her, and our son, my stepson, and a dog. That's what I want in life. But recently, well, his son is her stepson, so he claimed him as, and a dog.
Hold on. So she had a son before him, and then you saying you was a renowned Christian.
Some amazing quack.
What is going on here?
She got saved. She got born again.
Okay.
She was born again.
Saved?
She say,
that ass ain't get saved.
he said, that's what I want in life. But recently it's been on my mind if I should shake my whole life up on a whim or just wait it out and see where this goes. Sorry this was so long. I just wanted to make sure I gave you guys context. Oh, yeah, and Kenny, why you be tweeting like you talking in the group chat?
I am.
Laughing my ass off.
I'm about to kick you out the group chat.
Damn. Now, had he said that it was something that they were just struggling with, I would have said you got to man up and fight through it and learn your woman and do all that. But he don't want to be there. So there's no hope.
He got married for the wrong reason.
There's no hope. He got married.
He got married for the ass,
because he wasn't getting no box. So he was
and
like,
she already was having sex and had a kid already.
I don't think he even knew what marriage was, to be honest with you.
He did. What are you doing,
18, bro?
Right.
He just said it's no big deal. So.
Right.
He said, I need that ass shit. I'm like, I got to do what I got to do.
By any means.
That's great. Hey, bro. It's
That's insane.
Hey, we can hear it in the way you type, bro. You don't want to be there, bro. You need to communicate that to her, bro, and get up out of there. Because no matter what y'all talk about, no matter how good it get, bro, still in your mind, you're going to be like, nah, I don't want to be here.
I don't know.
No, Kenny.
I think
He not going to
He don't want to be there.
Wait, y'all ain't going to let me talk?
No.
You got 2 words out.
Fuck that, dog.
Hey, boy, golly. I think he needs to find out what is he missing in the marriage. He just said, I don't want to be there. Well, why don't you want to be there? What are you missing? And if you could find out the reasons or understand the reasons why you don't want to be there, and that reason is because she's not offering it, then yeah, I would say leave. But if it's just because, I'm 20 years old, I want to play the field, I ain't experienced life or whatever it is, I think that's a hard.
Yeah, it shouldn't be
That's a hard.
hard.
Goddamn, let me finish, man. I think it's a hard.
Hey, nigga, we ain't what's down.
I think that's a hard lesson you might regret, and you might not regret it. I think you need to find out why you don't want to be there first. Don't just say, hey, you know what? I don't want to be here. I'm gone. But you did get married young, so that's a hard.
What he was, 20 or 18?
He was 18 when he got
years
married.
old. I mean, I would never suggest anybody do that. But you're there now, and you obviously dipped off for a year. Then you came back. She got a stepson. Damn, you in a terrible. I wouldn't stay, but. I don't want to give you that advice. I don't want to give you that advice. I want you to sit in the situation that you're in right now and understand what marriage is first before you get out of this, and understand what you need in a marriage first. Wow. And what she's not giving to you. And then if you decide, hey, I'm not getting this, then leave. I wouldn't front you on that, but you need to understand what marriage is, and don't just leave just because obviously I don't think he was getting any ass to begin with. That's why you got married.
That's true. That right there.
But you going out in the field, that ain't gonna change nothing. You still gonna be upset because you ain't getting no ass, and then you might be back in Vegas doing the same thing.
I think the ass done slowed up right now, even after the marriage.
It could have. I'm not gonna make no assumptions. That's the kind of advice I want to give you. I just don't want to tell you to leave because you're still young.
Bro,
I want you to figure out what marriage is.
Bro.
He said if I could go back in time and stop myself from doing it, trust me, I would. But it feels wrong to be with her knowing if I had the choice to marry her again that I wouldn't. And I'm just making the best out of my situation.
I could have said the same thing. And I was 23.
Bro, now I can see if he got married because, you know what I'm saying, like he loved a woman and all these type of things. He got married for some sex, bro. That is totally different.
He might have had some young love marriage.
Man, he was
some young
lusting
love
over
in
that
at
ass.
18. He might have had some young love in there.
He was lusting over
So
that ass, bro.
y'all wasn't finding love in high school?
No, bro. He was
None of y'all
lusting
found love in
over
high
that
school. None of y'all
ass,
had
bro.
y'all heart broke in high school.
He was
Not in high
lusting
school.
over that ass, bro.
Damn.
I'm sorry, bro. No. It
And
was
that was-
nothing about that woman that he wanted other than that ass. Because now that he in it, he regrets every moment that he stood in this.
I was definitely a prisoner of that ass.
You know what I'm saying?
But he left for a year and came back. Why'd he come back?
He missed that ass.
Guilt.
Guilt. Because he's married. You know what I'm saying? Like, how old is he now?
20.
20.
He 20. So he's been married 2 years.
Yeah.
So I would
Separated one.
Oh yeah. So he's only been married a full year. Let's say it like that. You know what I'm saying?
How when you separate, you married? That count.
I mean, but
It do,
You do.
but you know what I'm
Count.
saying? But you gone. Yeah.
I mean, you is, but you still dealing with repercussions of it.
yes.
Damn, man. Yeah, man.
How old is this woman?
That is a great fucking question.
That-
That was the first thing that came to my mind when as soon as I seen stepson. How old is she?
Yeah, that's a hell of a yeah,
How old is she?
bro.
True too. Good question. Good question.
And in a way, she finessed you.
I would still probably leave, but
Yeah, I'm gone.
I would still ask some hard questions.
Because it
about
wasn't for me. I'm gone because I didn't love you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't love you in a way. I wanted that ass. I didn't love you to learn you and understand what this shit really was gonna be, and understand who I needed to become and all this type of shit here. I'm not saying you're not gonna make mistakes, bro. Shit, I got married at 21. I made a lot of mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes, bro. But I got married because I loved a woman and knew what I wanted in my woman. You get what I'm saying? You got married because you knew you wanted that ass. That is totally different, bro. So now you in a jam on, damn, I want to leave, but now you like you just said, you got your stepson. That's your family now. You looking at that. Damn, how old is that boy? And then you got a dog, bro. You didn't give us the whole thing. We need her age. We need the boy age, and we damn near need the dog age.
The dog is crazy.
No,
Bro, I was driving an hour and a half almost every weekend to the H because my girl was giving that ass up.
What is your problem, man?
I was 18, 17, 18. Every weekend I was driving to Houston. Mama, I'll see you on Sunday. I'm literally, bag is packed. I packed my bag Friday morning before I went to school. 3:25 hit, I'm on I-10, dead ass. I would come back to the
You wasn't even learning on Friday, huh? You was just thinking about
couldn't
that.
wait to leave. I couldn't wait.
Nigga drove an hour and a half for 3 minutes to pass.
Hey, but guess what? It was 3 minutes 10 times. So, so it was within 30.
to get put through the sheetrock.
Jesus Christ. Oh, look here, man. Run.
Wow.
You still got a chance, baby. You ain't got no kids.
No
that's yours.
kids.
Tied into this thing. You don't want to be there. And I just want my credit because this is example number 1,300,000 of what I be saying. Getting married that young is not fucking smart. It's just not.
18,
man. It's not, man.
That's true. But hey,
It's just not.
that part is true. But he got married for some ass.
He did.
dog.
He did.
It wasn't on the grounds of let me
Right.
see what this is.
Right.
He got married to say, let me see what that ass look like. That's crazy, bro.
But look though, even though it was the ass, he got married for the delusion of what he thought it was gonna be. Before he knew the reality.
Yep.
All right. Now we older.
Yep.
So we know the reality. You get married for the ass game. When you get married and she feel like she got your ass, that ass is gonna die down.
Similar to when people have problems within their marriage and they think a kid is going to help.
Exactly.
We going to have a kid, have a family, and be happy. No, that shit works.
But it takes experience.
That baby got to eat.
to know that, man.
And baby crying all night. She's tired.
That's real.
It's your turn.
Hey, and
Straight
baby
up.
babies, they eat every 3 hours, boy.
Middle of the night.
You understand me?
Middle.
And that can moving like cocaine. Yeah. Every time I drop a line on the counter, that's $1. Damn.
Trying to spoof them up. Real rap, nigga. But But yeah, so nah, bro. I mean, you are 20 years old. 20. Now I know it's gonna be uncomfortable because y'all families is tied into it and things of that nature. And she's a kind of devout Christian because she was giving that ass up before, but she tried to make you wait. I got an issue with that too. But that's another conversation for another day. What I'm saying is this: it's gonna be uncomfortable. But what stood out to me was if I had the chance to marry her again,
I wouldn't.
I would not do it.
That's crazy.
And that right there tells me everything that I need to know.
Everything.
Get the hell out the way. Break that off. She gonna cry. Her parents might be mad at you. Your parents might be mad at you, whatever the case may be. Or they shouldn't be if they know the game because your ass is too young to be making that type of decision anyway. And we're gonna keep it real. But you still got a chance, baby. You got a chance to get out of that, start your life anew, and live how you supposed to be living. Take this experience, learn from it, and go find your woman who's actually compatible with you and move on. That's my advice.
I wonder how it even. I'm curious to know how all that just played out. Like if they even had a discussion with the family, or if they just took a trip to Vegas and he got in the back of his head. No, we can just get married out there. I'll get me some skis while I'm on vacation. I'm just curious.
She told him, "Look, we in Vegas. We can get married real quick, and you can get this ass."
That's crazy.
And finesse the nigga.
And he fell for it.
Finesse that boy too, man.
Whole time her ass 30 years old.
Boy, if she 30, bro.
Shit.
If she 30, bro.
Chill out.
Hey, man. Hey,
Chill
right,
out.
hey,
Chill out.
Hey, we ain't gonna put it on.
Chill out.
We ain't gonna put it on. Right back. I need to know.
Whole time she 30.
I need to know.
So intense.
How old is this woman? Wow.
She was picking both of them niggas up from school.
Man, prayers to all parties involved, man. Hey, you gonna listen?
He gonna try to get a divorce. She ain't gonna sign them papers now, boy.
Shit, hey, get out of there,
You
bro.
got to bring her to court 100 times to get the papers signed.
Get
What?
out of there while you got a chance. Next one, man, from Tiff, Patreon.
Start from Tiff. Well, that's a hell of a long clap, boy.
Look here, when it's Patreon, they deserve every second.
That's real. That's real.
Look, I got him. Now, Tiffany says, I love the podcast and I've been listening for months. I need some advice. I'm 28 years old, almost 29. I got out of a relationship with a guy a few months back because he was using me. I moved to Michigan for him to make the relationship work. I ended up having him live with me and he was uncomfortable with how much money I made. And I was paying all the bills in the house. He did not contribute at all. It was so bad that I bought him a brand new Apple Watch for our anniversary and he didn't buy me a gift.
We did that one.
We did that one.
We definitely did that one. All right, my bad. We're going to keep it pushing.
Yeah, we did that one.
Next one, Deja, Patreon. My bad. That shit look familiar. All right, man. You know, they was clapping aggressive in that room. Deja says, hey, y'all, I need to get some advice from real men, so I came here. I've been talking to someone since the end of last year. At the beginning, I told him I wasn't ready for a relationship because I was still getting myself together, and he wasn't either. So that was fine.
Okay.
Now we're getting a little bit more serious and have started to talk about making things official since we both got our shit together. But I have some reservations. A couple weeks ago, I found out he was still on dating apps. This past weekend, he had a girl in his car claiming he was giving her a ride and she was his friend.
Oh, she was giving him a ride.
I ain't dumb. Anyhow, I let all that go because although we are getting more serious, we aren't official. I don't know if I should take those things as red flags and dip out or charge it to the game and move on. Please help. He's mentioning making things official more often now, and I don't know if it's the right thing to do. I don't mind if this is on the part or not. Well, you had me until you answered your own question.
Yep.
When you said, we are not official.
That's it, baby. You can't trip.
He is allowed to do what he wants to do. Same as you on your end. You are allowed to do what you want to do.
Until y'all claim each other.
Out your mouth. Y'all are not official. Y'all are not an item. So therefore, everything is on the table. So y'all on something, when I see you and it's us, it's us. But if I see you out with somebody else, I'm chunking the deuce. Keep it pushing. You catching feelings, He keeping it gangster.
Here's a quick question. Just a quick question. How y'all feel about when people want commitment but no title?
That's selfish.
I feel like that's foolish for anybody who agrees to that arrangement.
Yep.
Like it's just you and me. You know, I'm not with nobody else, but we not together.
Nah.
Ain't going.
Okay.
I like black and white, and that is gray area. Gray area is dangerous.
Too great, too.
Gray area is dangerous. Kenny, man, what's your thoughts on it, man? Should she take it as a red flag or should she move around, man?
She was dating this guy and they talked about being official.
Talked about it, yeah. But when they first started talking, they said, hey, we ain't in the space for that. We ain't got our shit together.
Yes.
But she says, now we have our shit together. And he's talking more about it, but they aren't official yet. And she had a chick ride in this car. And, you know, she took issue with that.
And he's on dating apps.
Oh, yeah, and he's on dating apps. But they still are not official, even though they're talking about maybe doing it very soon.
I would have confronted her and be like, hey, okay, are we still dating other people or, you know, still exploring options while we doing this? Or am I supposed to just, you know, do my own thing and you do your own thing? Because if that's how we moving, that's how you got to move. You can't just let it be, okay, I might be going serious with it, but I'm probably not. So you putting all your eggs in a basket and he pulling the eggs out of his and putting it in other baskets. That's basically what he's doing. So, I mean, you got to have that conversation and you got to be okay with that. If you say, yeah, I'm still dating other people, then you know he's honest about his shit. If he start lying about it, say, oh, no, I'm not doing that. No.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a red flag. Yeah. Communication is key when you're out here dating. If somebody's honest with you, say, hey, I'm still out. I still have other people I talk to. I'm still on dating apps. This girl might have been in my car. Hey, you got to take your word for it. He's an honest individual or she's an honest individual. And they start lying about it, that's a red flag to me. I got nothing but respect for you if you could be honest with me about, hey, that's how you moving. But, I mean, nah, it ain't. You ain't had that communication and he did what he did. Hey. That's what it is. Until he makes it official, you don't become official.
That's real. That's real. I agree, man. You know, a title with expectation with no title is just delusional, in my opinion. It is what it is. There is no expectation. We not together. We not an item. We ain't nothing. So I can do what I want to do. You do what you want to do. And that's just that. Now, if you choose to move as if we're an item, then that's on you. But I'm not dictating that. I'm not demanding that. And I'm not following those rules. I'm not. We are not together. And that's the thing. People got to stop letting people trick them into, you know, situationships, because that's what that is. And that's why I say gray area is dangerous, because you on one end of the spectrum expecting something, I'm on one end of the spectrum moving how the hell I want to move. Eventually, that's going to cause an issue. We're going to be having unnecessary arguments and arguments that really and truly you don't have the privilege to be having with me.
And another thing is I want to be serious about that communication part about still outside dating. Because if y'all are having sex, y'all need to have that communication about, hey, if you got to have sex with other people, that affects my health. So if we're going to keep on moving forward with this, if it was me, I would cut it off. I would cut off sex, period. So it ain't happening. We did our thing, but I didn't see you on dating apps and you got another girl in your car. Before you come to me, you need a test that's a week clean. A week from the last time you had sex, the date you want to have sex, need to be a week in advance or 3 days at least before we do anything. Cut all that shit off, because out here in these streets, they call it murder. These streets. And it's some nasty people out here, and I ain't
Crazy.
with that.
Yeah. So
what happened to what's understood doesn't have to be explained?
I think the nigga that made that stand up locked up right now. I think that he assumed something and got some bad news he wasn't able to handle and went left. So yeah, man, I agree. Sit them down, have that conversation, man. But you know, again, is you the one giving that man relationship benefits without no title? You can't start getting mad now. Don't start doing that now. He ain't ever agreed to it. So you gotta take his word. If he say that's his homie, like he said, that's just the homie, man. I just gave her a ride.
That's the
Just a homie. Hey, I gave her a ride.
Fell on his lap.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, babe. I tripped over my shoe. My dick fell out. That was it.
That's real, bro. All right, man. Last one of the day, man. It's from James, Patreon. Bro, say what up, Krew. First, I want to give y'all some flowers. I appreciate how much all of your pods have helped me. Shit be rough some days, and y'all be coming through. I have a question about phones. And what are your thoughts on people be on here or be on their phones all the damn time? Like, we are chilling, but why you over there scrolling social media or playing Candy Crush? Am I wrong to be like, put that shit down? Also, he say, I behoove y'all to put behoove on the shirt. Yeah, what's your thoughts on people being on their phone too much when they supposed to be kicking it with you?
That shit don't bother me, man. If y'all watching a movie or something, that shit don't bother me, man. Yeah, I feel like it should bother you if you doing something like that requires your attention, hands and eyes and all that type of shit. But if y'all just chilling in each other's space, man, that shit shouldn't bother me. That shit don't bother me.
If we watching a movie together, you better not be on that goddamn phone.
That shit ain't bothering me, man.
We need to be intent with this movie. This is a kind of sort of a date.
They gonna be sleeping in 10 minutes.
This is what we doing.
Then she wants
Hey,
you to
well, at least you sleep on me.
Then she wants you to rewind
This is our time.
Can you tell me what?
Fam.
Yeah, I don't,
Fam.
if we out to eat and you always like, no.
That's different. That is different.
Okay, so it's situational.
Yeah, it's situational. Because if we just chilling, if I'm just in your space, in your aura, if we not doing that, we just watching TV or something, I care less if you on your phone. Care less.
Yeah, watching TV, yeah.
I ain't seen you all week.
Watching football. I'm watching football. She in her
care
phone.
less.
Or she watching Housewives or something. I'm in my phone. Cool. I don't have.
Because sometimes you just want to be in your partner's space. I care less what you're doing. Just let me be in your space.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Now, if we doing something that the activity is some partnership, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? Of course it's disrespectful to be in your phone.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta disagree here, fellas. I don't like that. I don't. Thing about me, man, is that when I'm, with the family or even with the boys, like if we all just playing spades or playing dominoes or something like that, you don't really see me on my phone like that. I'm not really scrolling social media like that because I feel like once I'm on my phone, then I'm locked into it. I'm trying to either edit, I'm trying to scroll, I'm trying to track analytics, I'm trying to do something like that, and I'm locked into it. So if I'm on my phone, then I can't be present in the conversation. Like my body may be there, but I'm not present. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's the same thing. Like when we kicking it together, like even when y'all live together and y'all in relationships, things of that nature, like you spend more time away from each other than y'all do together. I don't know if you realize that or not. Mm-hmm. Whether it's work or whether it's, whatever the case may be, or even when y'all at the crib, okay, we dealing with the kid. Let's get her bad. Let's get her clothes ready. Let's do this. Let's do that. Oh, I got to go work out. Or I got to go do this. I got to record. So like y'all don't really get a lot of time together. So when y'all finally get to spend that time and you and your phone, it kind of it rubs me the wrong way. Okay. A little bit. Because I feel like you got all day to do that. You can be in your phone all day while you're at work. You can be in your phone while you're doing other things. But when we together, we need to be present. Not just a body being there. Because when I do it, you going to get mad at me.
Oh, well, you already know.
So what if it's Sunday evening, the Cowboys on,
right,
and she at the house, and you watching the Cowboys? Is she allowed to be on her phone then?
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind that, but
okay.
But again, like I would probably prefer you just not be in the room with me. Just go in your room.
What if your girl want to do activities?
Let me watch the game.
Football day.
What if she just want to be by you while you're watching the game, but she might be in her phone a little bit. She just want to be around you. She don't want to be. She already ain't seen you all day. Some women just want to stare at you. Just to stare at you.
And that's cool, but you're not staring at me if you're in your phone.
She just taking a wink at you every other.
Nah, you can. No.
Okay.
I believe in being present. If we're gonna be around each other, we need.
But
to be
you not talking. You watching the game.
But I am. What woman gonna sit down there and not say a word while this game is on?
Hey, they got a couple women who won't say that.
Salute all 5 of them on earth. What I'm saying is this. she gonna be wanting to talk. She gonna be trying to have a conversation. She gonna be telling you things. She may be asking you about the game or asking you how you feeling, whatever the case may be. Or she might just be rubbing your shoulders or just laying on your lap or whatever the case may be.
She can't rub your shoulders by playing Candy Crush.
No, because she's not present. She's not giving my shoulder the attention that it needs.
She said your little small ass shoulders.
Why can use one hand and touch both shoulders?
One hand to touch both shoulders is crazy.
She's not approaching it with the same fervor as without the phone in her hand.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sore right here.
Right.
Your hand right here because you ain't paying attention. The other hand on Candy Crush.
Nah, I don't know. I would. If she watching Housewives, I'm gonna be in my phone. I might pick up at the show like, oh shit, what's going on? Oh damn, that might be it. Okay, now let me go back to what's going on ESPN real quick. Okay, I'm done. Let me watch. Yeah, you know, I might take a peek at my phone every now and then.
And you know what? You know what? I'll take back what I said on that. That doesn't really bother me as much. But I agree with Kenny on the state of like if we watching something that we both supposed to pay attention to.
If it's a fucking movie,
TV show,
you better not be
something
in
like that that I've been waiting to watch with you. I could have watched shit on my own at the job. Man, if we supposed to be watching this together, I need your attention because if you start asking me questions on something that we should have both been and just paid attention to because you in your phone, I'm gonna have a big fucking problem. That is annoying as fuck to me. Mm-hmm. You been in your phone scroll like a motherfucker. Man, baby, what happened? What she do?
You see how she did? You about to be in the
same. Straight up. If you don't put that fucking phone, you wouldn't in that phone, you wouldn't know what she said. That's just real, bro.
You know what? I'm out.
I'm out, man. I'm going to the bar, man. While I'm respected. Attention is paid to be at, goddamn. But yeah, so that that's my take on that, man. Some people just be extra. Some people can't put their phone down. You could be at dinner, and they got their phone like that. Hell no.
I hate that. You got to record every single thing.
Got to record every time you hit the plate.
Soon as while I'm getting dressed, soon as I get dressed, as I'm leaving, walking up to the restaurant, when the food is there, no, get that motherfucking phone out your hand.
Damn.
Yes, they got women just like they got to document every damn thing.
At that point,
bro.
You got to ban the phone and make her leave it in the car. Look, we gonna leave our phones.
Damn, are we on vacation? I can see if we was on vacation, maybe. And we visit a nice restaurant, you know. She want to document it because that's how we document stuff now. We don't have no screen cameras now that
the little
flash camera,
disposable,
disposable ones no more.
Do some of that when we leave. Do it in reverse order. They ain't gonna know.
She
the
gonna be
difference.
wore out by the time I get done with it. She won't be walking the same.
She won't be walking the same. Hell no.
That hairdo is undue.
Damn. But yeah, so you know, again, man, like we don't get a lot of time to spend with each other. And it's men and women, because men be doing it too. We ain't gonna just leave women out there on their legs. But when you get that time to spend with your old lady, man, listen attentively. Give feedback. Actively participate in the conversation. Your presence alone there is not enough. You need to be present with your presence.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's just real. But on that note, man, we're gonna wrap this thing up. Y'all boys got any last words before we get up out of here, man? Before we get up out of here?
Yeah, I'm supposed to shout out that dude I met at the casino, Richard. Told you I shot you out, so
salute to Richard.
Shout out to you, Richard.
He wants some money. He gave you some money.
I don't keep track of other people's money, and nobody ever gave me money.
Well, blessed your game.
And nobody giving money out at the casino. I can guarantee that.
That bitch holding on tight as hell.
What about the?
Oh, this is another thing. You talking about the ring? Yeah. We might make those available, man. For him. It is sometime, ain't it?
Hold on, what?
The green ones that we got. We never released them.
Yeah, the
you think they worthy of?
Hold on. Jesus Christ. Also, the sale, man, is still active. Like we said, till May 5th, 30% off the entire website. The discount code is Krew30. That's KREW 30. You can put it in at checkout. It's gonna take 30% off everything you purchase. So make sure you go on the website and grab you something before it's all gone. There have been a lot of orders placed.
Lots.
And we gonna try to get y'all stuff this week. As a matter of fact, everybody that done put an order in. So if you haven't, make sure you go up there, show love, man. We appreciate all the support for Show Crusader Nation, Patreon, Sleazeball Youth, Sleazeball Tech, everybody that been showing love to us, putting up on the live streams, Facebook going up. We almost to 100,000. All the other platforms going crazy as well. TikTok 550,000. I think Instagram 267,000. I think something like that. Mm-hmm. And I think YouTube like 214 or something. So we appreciate all the support. We're gonna keep going up. We're gonna keep, doing our thing, man. But we just need y'all support, need y'all there rocking with us, likes, comments, reviews, same way that y'all been doing. Y'all been showing us love for day one. So just keep it up. Salute to the day ones. Salute to the people who just got tapped in. It's a lot of people that just got tapped in. Like, yeah, I've been on y'all for 2 weeks. And, I done watched 40 podcasts since then. I love what y'all do. Blah, blah. Man, we appreciate it. We appreciate everybody that's spreading the word, sending the text to their men during arguments. Keep doing that. Putting our stuff in the group chat to your homegirls. Keep doing that. All support is appreciated, man.
We're not trying to cause a divide, but at the same time, so be it. Some niggas be like, fuck them niggas.
Right. I know they don't like us, but I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey,
that's everybody's story.
Krew season said.
Hey, but if you got a business or something, you know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to pitch your business to us, man. Mm-hmm. A lot of deals are workable. A lot of shit is workable. You know what I'm saying? So if you watching this and you got you a business, you got you anything you got going, goddamn that bring you money in, and you trying to get it out there to more people, don't be afraid to reach out. There ain't nothing but a conversation. The worst we can say is no.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, we are actively looking for sponsors, man. So all serious inquiries, that's Krew Season at yahoo.com. Make sure y'all tap in, email us and, let us know. You know what I'm saying? Because we are looking for sponsors and, we definitely gonna hear y'all out if it makes sense. We open to doing business. Let's make it happen. But yeah, I think that's all I got for right now, man. We're gonna see y'all on Wednesday for the live stream. On that note, we're gonna get up out of here. Record called Swinging on Westheimer. It's by Maeta. On that note, man, we gone. Thank y'all.
She was just there for the season.